What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you guys with a quick video about Shabazz Muhammad joining the Milwaukee Bucks this season. This is a very good pickup for the Milwaukee Bucks. You get a guy that can really play, very physical, still young, could be, a six-man type of guy after especially losing a guy like Greg Monroe. You have Big Bari, but he's still recovering from his injury, from his ACL. You don't want to put too much pressure on him. You don't want to work him too hard because he's still recovering. And then you got to put on top of that, they get Malcolm Brogdon back. Um, and he's a guy that can really step up off that bench or even start, depending on how they want to use him, because they change a lot of lineups with this team. You still got Snell, you got Mirza Teletovic, you got Jason Terry, you have Thon McCarr, you got John Henson, obviously you got Plumlee. This adds another dimension to the bench. I told you guys that with the G League and Summer League, you have more time to evaluate You have more time to evaluate talent. You have more time to scout. You have more players you can look at. You have more players that can make a roster. What that does is over talent the league. Jalen Rose always and Jacoby always do a list of players that was in the NBA a year after. So all the players that didn't make it to a team before the season start, it's a lot of good players that you would think like, dang, he ain't in the NBA. Dang, he didn't get a deal done in the summertime. That's how hard it is to make it to the NBA. I think with the Summer League and the G League made it even harder because now you have people trying out. Now you have people getting playing time in the G League and in Summer League that you can evaluate, you can let play. And a lot of people, as you can see, over the years have been using that as an advantage. Get as many players as you think, let them play, see how they work, see how they fit with your roster, with your scheme, with your plays, and that opens up the ability, honestly, for you to get more players on your roster. And now we're starting to see a guy like Shabazz Muhammad is a good pickup, especially for his age, and especially because he's a guy that when he gets minutes, he produces and he can score in isolation. He's not the floor spacer like the modern NBA wants him to be, but at the same time, the guy can flat out play. Will he be a perfect fit? That remains to be seen, considering that he's not a floor spacing guy. He's not going to help Bledsoe. He's not going to help Giannis when they're kicking it out because he never been a 3-point shooter. But also, he's a guy that you can give the ball to. He can swing. He can bang in that paint and give you buckets and even knock down some mid-range jumpers from time to time. He's a guy that plays hard. He wants to prove himself. He wants opportunities. And like I said, when he gets the time on the court, he produces. He puts up solid numbers in general. And the Bucks need it. And with that being said, about what I was saying about the G League and the Summer League, it's hard to stay in the NBA because there's always somebody overseas working. There's always somebody in college trying to take your spot the next season. And with that G League, you got players all around the world trying out for these teams and getting drafted by these teams. And that gives them an opportunity to see more talent. And the more chances you get to see more talent, the more you're going to want it. So this gives a lot of people a shot to make it to the NBA, but it also takes away NBA players because now I can replace them. All the players have become replaceable because you have so much exposure to other players. You can watch other players play for other teams in the G League and Summer League, and you can sign that guy. You can use that guy. You can try him out, 10-day contract. Matter of fact, you can bring him back and give him another 10-day contract. And if you do that, you can sign him for the rest of the season. You can trade him away if you don't want him. You can do the waivers like what happened to Shabazz Muhammad, and next thing you know, you can be in the league or out of the league just like that. And it's crazy to see a guy of this age and this talent to be on the free agent market because he at this point, the Wolves say, hey, he's not going to be what we thought he's going to be. He's not the guy that we wanted him to be. He's not the guy that developed into what we thought he could. And now you starting to see a guy like Shabazz Muhammad available, and it's sad to see it. But at the same time, the Bucks is happy for the opportunity to get a guy of this caliber for only $1 million, and we're going to see if he's going to come in and produce. When you get waived, when you get dropped from the team, it make you want to go harder. It make you want to put more effort and energy. It makes you more humble because now you see that you're replaceable. Now you see that they're willing to give up on you. Now you see that they're willing to move on, and they don't see you a part of their future. Obviously, it's another opportunity for Shabazz Muhammad to take and try to make the best of the opportunity. It's a good pickup, obviously, for the Bucks because you get rid of a guy like Sean Kilpatrick, a guy that you don't really need, a guy that really wasn't going to do that much on the team, and you get a guy that can come in and create his own shot, a guy that can play back to the basket and score baskets, and he's just as young as the guy that they waive, and he's honestly a better all around and well rounded player than him too. So you look at it like we got rid of Sean Kilpatrick, and we might have an upgrade in Shabazz Muhammad at a $1.6 million salary, and on top of that, we don't need him to be outstanding. We're not depending on him. We don't need him to be a franchise player. We just want him to come in, play his game, do his job, work hard, and help us when we need it throughout the ending since the regular season over for these last couple weeks of the regular season. And at the same time, hopefully he can make some big shots and play some big minutes. Not big minutes, but get when he gets the opportunity in the playoffs, something that he has never experienced that he could have experienced with the Wolves, but they let him go. We can try him out, see how he likes it, see how we like it. He's 25 years old. Let him play his game. And in the playoffs, if he can make some type of stops and make some big shots while Giannis and Eric Bledsoe on the bench, then that's even more for us. That's a win-win for us. So Eric Bledsoe, Giannis, is it the perfect fit with those guys? No. But you get a guy that can play with Bari off that bench that can score shots and play hard and rebound the basketball at those positions. And your bench got deeper, your bench got better, and that's pretty impressive. And that's crazy that the talent is where it's at this point in the NBA. The future is bright. It looks good. A lot of these players can play. And now, Shabazz Muhammad has to take this as a serious look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I gotta change. I gotta improve. I gotta add that 3-point shot probably. I gotta be more deadly in the post. I gotta have that unstoppable mid range, or I might be out of here. Like I said, this could, and like I said, Shabazz Muhammad is 25. This could be that wake up slap that, hey, I might not be good enough. I might not make another roster. I might not, after the Bucks, this could be my last stop on a playoff team. This could be my last stop in the NBA because, like I said, the draft is still coming around. Summer League, that's more opportunity for more players. The G League draft come around after, when the season starts. So Shabazz got to come back and work hard for the Milwaukee Bucks, and he has to give them great quality minutes. He have to give them great production in these last couple weeks and in the playoffs, unless he might be out of a spot in the NBA. And that's something that you don't want to see because he can play, he has talent, and he can help a team, well because he has NBA skill sets and he's a specialist at what he do. But at the same time, if they willing to waive you and you didn't have that many options coming off the waivers, you got to kind of look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I got to find out what I need to improve on and do it because my NBA career is dwindling. And that's not what you want to see at 25 years old. And, I'm 25, but his career could potentially, like we seen with Derrick Rose, for example, he went from, hey, Cleveland was the only team that really wanted to take a chance on him and pick him up, to now no team wants to pick him up, and Derrick Rose is not even 30. So this is reality for a lot of players. You got to fight harder. You got to play harder because there's a lot of more opportunities for your spot to get taken, and hopefully the Bucks can get a good deal out of this. Hopefully Muhammad fights and want to prove and try to dominate and help this team win as much as possible, not only for himself, for the benefit of the Bucks, and make the best out of his opportunity. It's hard to stay in the league. It always has been, but it's only getting harder because you can evaluate more talent. Let me know what you guys think. Is Shabazz Muhammad a good pickup? Do you think he doesn't fit because, he's not a three-point shooter, he's not a floor spacer? Or do you think he does fit because he can come off the bench and give you points? Points is points at the end of the day. If I can knock down the two, if I can post up, if I can get to the free throw line, as long as I can score, I can make an impact on his team. He's not the best defender at the same time. So this could be a good pickup. It can be just another bench move. It can just be another move to make them deeper at, the shooting guard, the small forward position, but also just having more talent. You never know who gets injured. You never know if you need another body, and it's good to pick up a guy, that can come in and play at 2 or 3 and sometimes the 4th position and still give you buckets. So it could be a win-win for both teams, but at the same time, Shabazz Muhammad need to wake up and say, hey, I need to work a little bit harder to get where I got to go. So let me know what you guys think. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think about the Milwaukee Bucks picking up Shabazz Muhammad.